Alright guys, so here's the setup. It's a little messy and we have not cleaned the interior. It's very dusty. Got the camera on, the pan and tilt right there. It's a servo that's kind of, the bottom servo is part of his torso inside the shirt, and then the top servo is basically his head with this ski mask on that we took from a 6 scale figure that we bought on Amazon that was too big. Anyways, alright, and then we got our VTX just sitting right here. Hopefully it doesn't burn a hole in this foam hat back here. I don't know. The fan should help it. Plus there's a breeze out and we have the top off. So so you can see we got the body off. So the problem with this setup is I'm using the 1S WALKSNAIL VTX. It only accepts up to 5 volts, which means you can only run it on a 1S. Well, currently the only 1S batteries that I have are these little Whoop stick batteries, and they're not going to last very long on something like this. So I have like 3 or 4 of them charged right now. And then the fan is like I believe it's like a 6 volt to a 12 volt fan. I could be wrong, but that would be my guess, because fans that are typically this size typically are, from what I've researched and looked up, are 6 to 12 volts, which means 1S would not power it. So it has to, the fan by itself has to have its own separate battery, which to me is ridiculous. I don't like that at all. We're definitely going to switch that out. And so this is why I'm making this statement. If you are going to do WALKSNAIL digital FPV on a ground vehicle, you're going to want to get the full size unit for it, because you can only on a 1S VTX you can only run it with 1S. And since it's a ground vehicle, these VTXs get extremely hot, like probably hotter than an analog VTX. Don't quote me on that, but I'm just trying to express how hot they get. Okay, that's the main point. They get very hot, so a fan to me is necessary, and a small fan might not be enough. So this fan happens to be the perfect size. It bolts right onto, or the VTX bolts right to it. It's the same mounting measurements. It's a 30 by 30 fan, and it's a 30 by 30 board. So works perfectly. All right, we're gonna power the fan on with the 2S, a separate 2S, and then we're gonna have this powering on. Let's go.